And we understand that Ramses II had titles above his father titles and names.
Exactly.
Okay, so we realize something strange. You can see up there is a helicopter. Can you see it?
Yes.
And underneath, or on the right side, you can see submarine.
Yes.
And under the submarine, there is UFO.
Right.
And under the UFO, we can say this is something called holograph.
Right.
Okay? Some people say was made to be like this from the beginning. That is wrong.
Wrong.
Okay? So, some others said there are two layers above each other. Old layer and then another layer add above. That is correct. Because if we look to the right side a little bit, and also to the left side inside the cartouche, you can see writings above each other.
Exactly.
And I already used my program. I do have a special program for pictures.
And you can overlay the
and I made it, but after I'm sure, here is the strange way. I'm sure it is two layers above each other. But I used your word saying it must be repeated. So, and I'm going to show you when we are in the boat in the lecture, I'm going to show you the pictures.
Wonderful.
The second layer never repeated. It was made only here. The second layer, which created that picture, never repeated, and I can take you all the way. Look, everywhere, always the first layer. And, okay, you will not see the second layer, which could cause that change. As if the one who made it was too smart. He understood it's going to create something. But in the same time, he's innocent. Two layers above each other. And I admit, two layers, I use it. The second layer existed where? In the temple Ramesseum. I found it in Ramesseum temple only. But I didn't find the same words above the second layer above. I didn't see it anywhere else in the temple.
So they do in fact look like a helicopter and possibly a submarine and a tank. But as Mohammed just explained, if it was finished, then they would have covered it with white paint or a kind of stucco material, and then they would have painted colors on top of that. And that wasn't done. And there's nowhere else in this entire complex that you see irregular characteristics like that. So it looks very much as though it's two layers, one layer carved deeper onto the other. And because we understand technology in a specific way, as in we know what a helicopter is, we interpret that as being a helicopter, where most likely it's not.
And the thing is, Brian, this is not Aswan granite. It's from another quarry.
Ah.
Oh, that's perfect. Just can't go all around, but it's still good. Okay. This is beautiful here.
Right up here.
Here's the other things.
So are you ready to go, Stephen?
Let me take a picture. Do it fast. Okay, here we are at the famous Assyrian, north of Luxor, the famous Temple to Osiris, Temple of Assyrian. Here are the famous Flower of Life. Now, it has been reported by certain people on the internet that the Flower of Life is laser etched into the stone. Clearly, it's red ochre paint. Clearly, it's red ochre paint. There's no lasers. There's no etching. Here's red ochre paint right here. If you pan the whole wall, and originally there were 6 more Flower of Life here, which disappeared. If it's etched in laser, it doesn't disappear. Here's red ochre paint. Red ochre paint. Clearly, that is red ochre paint. People look at pictures of it, they say it's black. Can you see it? It is red.
It's
It is
red.
red. Come around the side. Here is other scenes that were painted at the same time. Clearly red ochre paint. No laser, no etching, no aliens, done by the people.
Exactly. So please reiterate one more time.
Well, we're saying here that this is red ochre paint. Our beloved teacher Abdel Hakim dated the markings here between 200 BC and 200 AD. He said followers of Pythagoras came here to learn sacred geometry. That's why the Flower of Life is on the walls, and it was painted red ochre paint, 200 BC to 200 AD.
And is not lasers.
Not lasers. Thank you.
Okay, Mayamore, you can't go too far. Yeah?
Yes.